everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Los Angeles Red Dragons going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he is level. Knocked down hard. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Second down following the run. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reese. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he knocks it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Shakes off the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Ohio! Here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's into the clear. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Jarred loose. It's incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Let's go.
Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming under.
And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Give them 6 on the play there. And it'll be 1st down, Denver.
I know we don't like to admit it. We like to appear to be on top of every situation, but there's no way we expected that. They have the lead, and they pull the fake.
Well, I hit you on your leg under the table because I couldn't believe they were doing that. You're right, lead 4th quarter, but I guess they wanted a bigger cushion.
I guess.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at his 4. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 5. The gun. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go!
And it's caught. Touchdown. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Forced out to his left. Muscles him off. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And on the outside they're playing press coverage. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Reader in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he's able to put it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reese. Give him 30 yards there.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The swing pass caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Come on, let's go!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.